Hi guys, welcome to another beautiful, another interesting episode of Jumoke Salami's show. How are you doing? It's good to be back in your faces, like I would always say. And if you need to follow my glam team, that's the handle on your screen. Follow them up and let them beat your face to perfection for any occasion. Is it anniversaries? Is it birthdays? Is it parties? Is it wedding? They are there to attend to you with what? Shikini money. Yes, it brings me to today's episode and today's topic. I'll be talking about keeping secrets in relationship. Like I would always say, my show is not for only married people, it's not for only single people. So when I'm talking about relationships, sometimes I let it cross across marriage, and I talk about the early years, when you meet a man, when you meet a woman, the kind of things you do and how you relate with one another. So today's topic is keeping secrets in a relationship. Do you feel that it is essential, or do you feel that it is the right thing to do to keep secrets or to keep some secret back in a relationship? I feel it's not everything that's happened in your past that you have to let out in a present relationship. That is me. My point of view and yours might be different, but I feel that it's not necessary for you to let all the cats out of the bag when you are in a new relationship. When we get into a new relationship, we are all butterflies, the love and all of that, everything. Then you begin to spill and spill and spill. Now, as an individual, I am not the type that would tell my past life, my past relationships, or anything, what have you. I'm not the type that is going to tell my partner what I've been through or what I did and how I did it. I don't know why, but that's just me. And I feel the kind of partner I have is the type that it needs to let you know, so you're going to have some certain kind of closure. He told me everything he had to do in the past and all of that. I enjoyed listening anyways, but I am not going to tell my own sha. So it's always like that. I think it's different folks for it's different what is different strokes for different folks. So in a relationship, you might have the person who feels, okay, I need to tell you everything that I've done, so you know that, okay, it's possible you hear something about me and you will know, okay, my man told me this, my woman told me this, so there's nothing for me to worry about. And I feel that most women do not get to tell whatever they've gone through, whatever experience they've had in previous relationships when they get to a new one. I feel I think one of the reasons why people don't get to tell so much, especially women, is because, the fear of being judged. There are things you're going to tell someone about you that you've done. Some things you're going to tell someone that I've been through in my relationship, or I was going through in my relationship, and they'll be like, oh, they begin to judge you in some certain type of way. So nobody wants to be boxed. Nobody wants to be cornered. Nobody wants to be seen as a devil. So it is better to clean a clean slate when you get into a relationship. And another thing is that, there are some things that are not really difficult to say, like maybe who your friend was, who your friends were, and all of that. But there's some topics, there's some things that are very delicate, there's some things that are very tricky that I feel it's risky to go into. Okay, and that brings me to talking about your sex life. I mean, your past sex life with your previous relationships, bringing it and telling the new person. Personally, I feel that's a no. That I feel that's not a safe thing to do, because you know what? There are things that people cannot take. Be a man. There are men that you're going to tell them what you've done in the past, and they'll be, you'll be wondering, well, I didn't know you did. That's because they are not built to take such truth. So I feel before you spill your past relationship, the kind of life you had, you need to check the kind of man, you need to check the kind of woman that you're with. Is that person the one or the kind of person that can take such truth? I feel sharing sex, it makes one feel jealous, like you're giving so much intimacy into what they were not, and now they have such with you. I feel I am not the type that I'm never going to say that. I'm not going to say that. I enjoy, I think we have some type of women too that also enjoy listening to their their what will I call it, their partners ex shenanigans, like what they've been through, how they did, the kind of girl they liked, what they were doing, if the sex was good, who was the best kisser. They just want to know anything and everything the partner has been through or has gone through in the hands of previous relationship or previous girls and guys. I think I fall into that kind of category. Just keep gisting me. Tell me what you did. Tell me how you did it. Who you like? Who liked you? Who was the best in bed? But I am not going to tell you mine. Now the thing is this. Don't call me selfish. Don't call me poknoser. Don't tell me I'm nosy. The thing is this. I feel I don't tell my own part to my partner because he's not even interested to know how the past life is now, because like I said earlier, some men cannot take some kind of truth. Now it's not because they love you less, it's not because some people just feel like I wasn't there at that time, I didn't know you at that time, so that's that time. It's now I know you, so whatever I'm going to judge you on, whatever I'm going to deal with you, is going to be based on how we treat ourselves when we are dating. So I guess I fall into that category. He tells me mine, I don't say mine. He doesn't even want to know mine because he doesn't care about that life, you get. So I feel 50-50, no cheating, that's my own life. So I feel before you spill it all out to your partner, you need to know the kind of person you're dating. Is it the kind of person that is going to judge you with everything you've said? You intentionally, you innocently want to discuss your past life with this person. You were not expecting to be judged. Do you feel your partner is that kind of a person? Now, one thing I noticed that one thing I noticed that we women, we are very nosy. We want to know so many things, like I said earlier. But it's not all of us that can take things. Okay, like I said, I enjoyed my partner telling me things he has done with people, not because I want to use information for anything. I just want to know. Maybe it's just fun for me lying down and listening to gist and all of that. But not all women can take that. Some people feel so much hurt. Remember, you were not even in this man's life when he was doing all of that. So why are you stressing, woman? Do you get why are you stressing? So some women cannot take it. So that's why I'm saying before you spill out all those things, think twice. Is your partner that type that has the heart to take things? Now, secondly, is your partner the type that once you tell them what you've done, once you tell them what you've been through, they are the type that are going to lay your life on that. They are going to place you on that, judge you on that, that there is nothing you're going to do that is going to be different. They just believe, oh, for you to be able to do this to this certain person, that means you can do that to me. So it brings about insecurities. That's what I believe. When you tell about so much of what you're not supposed to know, or you begin to listen to so much of what has no effect to you and your present relationship with this individual, it brings about insecurity, especially when you do not have the heart for it. Now it tells you, okay, I was dating like 3 girls, or maybe I had something to do with this person, and this is what happened, and this is what happened. And now in your relationship, he has never exhibited such character, he doesn't even have such traits. Then you just begin not to trust him. It brings about trust issues. Now, it's one, before I'm going to end this topic, I want you to know that I'm not saying you shouldn't share your secrets, your past with your partner. I just believe that before you spill it out, know the kind of person. You know what they say, different strokes for different folks, like I said earlier. What is going to work for relationship A might not work for relationship B. I'm going to be in a relationship and I'm yet to tell anything about my past to a partner, and we are going very well. And another person can be in the same relationship and tells everything, and they end up tomorrow. So you need to know if that person has the heart to hold such story. to hold such thing. You need to know. Now, I am not an advocate of you judging somebody by their past, because that's in the past, and you're not going to judge them by that. You have a different person now. People change, we are not perfect. We're not perfect. So there are times we make mistakes. There are times we go wrong in life, and you begin to wonder, how did I do this? So now, if you're a new person and so you're going into a relationship, and he or she is coming as clean, as bare as they can be, and unlike me, they are ready to tell you everything they've done, whatever they've gone through, how they've lived their life, and you are now willing to use that as an advantage to keep judging them, to keep tormenting them. I guess you're not the one for them. So do not judge anyone who is bold enough to let you know of what they've done, or what they've gone through in the past. And for you who is speaking, I feel my advice for you is that before you spill your truth, before you let your partner know your truth, be able to separate, or be able to determine if this man, if this woman can take it, if this woman has the heart to understand everything I have done, and know that that is behind me. I'm not that kind of a person again. If the person has the heart to do so, I believe you can then start spilling gradually. It's a gradual process. You toss one to him and let's see how he reacts. You toss one to her and let's see what she's going to say. I feel that is the best way, so you can have a healthy relationship and there won't be wahala or kasala. Thank you, guys. Thank you for coming with me on this episode. I enjoyed myself. Don't advise me. I'm not going to tell anybody my past. I'm keeping it to myself, and I'm taking it to wherever. So you guys, thank you so much. I enjoyed this episode. God bless you. You know what? Drop your comments. Let's see. What do you think? Do you think I'm right? Do you think I'm mean? Do you think I'm nosy? Do you think, come on now. He told you his past. Why not say something? Or ask me, do you want to know my past? I would love to see that in the comment section. Let's see. And is it, do you have that past that you feel like you've never said to anyone, and you want to tell us like, okay, this is what I've done before, this is what I've done, and I've never ever shared with anyone? You know what? Drop it. Be anonymous. Drop it in my DM and let's talk about it. Remember, it's my show and it's your show also. Until I see you guys next time, I remain your beautiful host at the fair. Omolowo Mogumaja, Maja Meji Were, Ara Adi Ajagbon, Ajagbon Giyopo, Ara Alambe, Ọmọ Aṣirewelua, Ọmọ Onubigi Ogbemilo, Ọmọ Pàǹtí ló ṣe ń làjà, ó dági dúró mọ̀rọ̀ ọ̀gọ̀, Ọmọ Ṣàkìtì. Thank you guys. I love you.